Day 5, night K, whatever the that means. Hey, have you become a bit more honest lately? You have? Oh, could you look this way? What the? What? Well, were you surprised? Yes? Looked like you were. Sorry, I just wanted to surprise you. Why is that all of a sudden? I wonder why. Stress relief maybe? Okay, a little fucked up, don't you think, Seiko? I didn't think a little prank would scare you so much. Yeah, any type of movement you do kind of fucking scares me. Being around little people is so relaxing. Alright. I sometimes head to Shibuya or Harajuku after classes. Okay, I want to go to Shibuya. Relaxation goods are in right now. Aerotherapy, fidget toys. Okay. There'll be people with tans and have makeup. You can't even see their faces. I'm sure all they want to do is forget who they used to be and get reborn as somebody else. Interesting to say how you come around that conclusion. Why you look like that? Hey, yeah? If you could be reborn as anything you want, what kind of human would you want to be? A handsome guy type shit? Oh, that sounds nice. Handsome privileges, you feel me? Try flirting with me. What could you say first if you ran into me? Long time no see. Sorry, were you waiting? You look good in that. I get it already. You can stop. I feel embarrassed just listening to you. Yeah? Hold on. We might be getting somewhere. Me and Seiko? Hold on. No point in thinking about this anyway. I don't believe in reincarnation. That makes one of us. I'm trying to be reincarnated as a bird type shit. And I quite like who I am now. Yeah? You feel the same way, don't you? I guess so. Small, like not being little type shit, but you know. I'm glad to hear it. Like I'd rather not be little, but you know, it's whatever type shit. It's gotten late. Let's sleep for today. See you, Rin. Rest well until tomorrow. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Email. Let's see. Sent. Can't check the sent box. All right. Police greatly increased patrols. Interesting. Alerts are all large scale and unusual. Some experts have suggested that the disappearance of members of the Kotobushi family, a tycoon of the political and business world, is behind the level of alarm within police force. Interesting. Can't really do much, so I'm out of here. Hi, Seiko. I'm already bored of this. Stop trying to. October 10th. 2008. Rin, hey Rin! Somebody grabs my shoulders and shakes my whole body forcefully. Clara's in front of me. Her face frivets and she shouts, "Come on, Rin! Say something already! Yesterday was too much. One of us is gone from the drawer. How could he be okay with this? I can't sleep a wink!" I recall the events from yesterday. I hadn't told Clara about the reality of this drawer, so she saw a little person disappear without knowing anything in advance? Sorry, it must have been really hard for you. Yeah, I must have been terrified saying that. For now, you should get some rest. Stop that! That's not what I want to hear right now. Don't you have anything else to say, Rin? About what you did before Seiko came back yesterday evening? I saw you hand out that huge cherry and watched her get eaten up. And right after that, Seiko came back and she took the person in the cherry and she... I just can't. How could she eat somebody? Even in my wildest dreams, I never thought something like this could happen. And even if it did, I thought you'd try to stop it. But you just stood there, watching without a word. What happened to you, Rin? Come on, say something. Shut up. What? Shut up. Why are you so loud? It's morning. I don't care about your hysterics. Just turn the volume down. Got it? What are you? I've got a thing to say too. Clara, stop making trouble for Rin. What? Trouble? Yup, getting angry and shouting at Rin because of principles from the outside world? Have you even thought about how Rin feels? I know Rin's feelings much better than any of you do. How long do you think I've known him? Everyone here is the worst. Awful. You're all crazy. Rin, you won't tell me the same thing as the rest of them, will you? You wouldn't do that. Telling me to shut up or I'm being hysterical, even after something so awful happened right in front of my eyes. How can you be okay with all this? I feel multiple gazes on me. I ponder out what I should say. First of all, Clara, let me say sorry for not telling you something so important. I should have let you know about the situation yesterday. I know it was all shocking, and I'm sure you can't trust me now, but it's my fault for not telling you about Seiko or this drawer. I'm sure there's more you want to talk about, but everyone's watching here. Let's talk in private later, where nobody else can hear us. Okay? Okay, but we have to talk. With those words, Clara turns on her heels and walks away, leaving just Chio and Akiri in my sight. I don't think she'll live long. I'm heading back to bed. Night. Wait, good night then. Akiri lets out a huge yawn and walks off. A few seconds later, I can hear her breathing peacefully in her sleep. Rin, I'm going to repeat myself. Get rid of that Clara girl. And fast. Forget hysterics. She's attacking you, the supervisor. If you keep her around, she'll start causing problems for everyone else. And you remember what I told you about your health, right? Yeah? To me, that Clara girl looks like she's about to break any time. Maybe today. If you don't send Clara to Seiko today, she might lose all of her health and we'll all be killed. Maybe she was your ex, your girlfriend, but you don't have any memories of that now. There's no reason to treat her differently. Stop thinking so much. Just get rid of that person who's hurting everyone else so that we can all live longer. Got it? Sorry, just let me think for a bit. Bro, Chio is always on my ass for something, bro. You just need to let me be the supervisor and let me handle this shit, bro. Chio's anger still hasn't calmed as I leave her side. I feel the electric tension in the stagnant air of the drawer. I walked away from the others and head towards Clara. She just seems a little agitated than before. Thank you, Rin. You actually came. Sorry for shouting at you earlier. You were just so calm, even though, even though somebody have died. I was shocked. I thought you become somebody I didn't know in this story. The Rin I knew was a boy who had a kinder and stronger heart than anyone else, who would never abandon anybody. This location won't do. Let's go somewhere with a better view. A better view? In this drawer? Yes. Is there a place like this that exists? Okay, I'll go look. Can I take her up to like the roof type shit? The stamp? The barren wooden green wall has one stamp stuck on it. The drawing of nature almost looks like a nice view from the little window. You really do have a good sense for these things. It doesn't hold up to a real view, but the gentle touch of the forest and the river makes me remember the day we spent at Takarayama Park. Takarayama Park? Yes. I see you forgot about that name. I was a rather sheltered young lady growing up. I spent every day taking lessons. Piano, ballet, studying, even horse riding. I was forced to do everything I could to better fit the role of a daughter of a wealthy family. That's what we read on the news, bro. I know that I was lucky to be born in my position, but at the time, I was always suffering. Why couldn't I take detours on my way home and play what I wanted to like my classmates? I don't understand. One day, after a harsh scolding by my piano tutor, I finally reached my boiling point. I opened the side door in the rear garden and went outside on my own for the first time. I even left a little note in my room saying I was running away, but I've always been driven around by Kari, even back and forth from school. I don't recognize any of the roads. I just walked and walked until I found myself in a large park on a hill, Takayama Park, and that's where I met you, Rin. Oh. When you saw me crying on the bench, you called out to me. It was so sweet. And after you heard what I had to say, you just stood up. You were still so young then, but you decided to go to my house. You stood up for me, to my parents and the staff, saying that they weren't treating me right, how you felt sorry for me, all while holding my hands. You kept meeting me after that. You were protecting me from any dangers I came up against. You were always my hero, Rin. Wow, that does not sound like me at all. You were, and with time, our relationship deepened. But my family decided that I should go to a high school in Germany. We spent so many days together, but we didn't want to split up. Do you remember? But when I returned to Japan a few days ago, I heard that you'd gone missing. And that's when I knew, this time, it was my turn to protect you. I would protect you no matter what obstacles I face. That's why I'm going to fight Seiko. I don't care how large she is, no matter how strong they are, the villain always loses. I know that. I don't know what other people here are thinking. I don't even know for certain what you're thinking now. But there's one thing I'm sure about. Rin, what's happening here isn't normal, and I can't just accept this without a fight. I'll escape from here and help you get to the kind former self. That's my wish. I'll do whatever is necessary to make it happen. I don't care about any of the other little people. So, Rin, won't you join me? I return to the middle of the room and look around at the edges of the drawer. Clara has decided to fight Seiko after the shocking events of yesterday. Conversely, Chiyo and Akiri are trying to protect the peace we have now. Honestly, my current self doesn't know which of them is right. There's a large daikon radish pickle in the middle of the room. I feel like today's decision will be very important for once. For once. Before I decide anything, I should talk to the other people. Claire wants to defeat Seiko, and Chiyo and Akiri are against her. I need to choose somebody out of these three to offer Seiko to. Oh no, I gotta choose who I want to sacrifice. Let's go talk to Akari. What have I been calling her? Something different? I feel like I've been calling her something different, but I just noticed the A in her. Akari. I approach Akari. She woke up at some point. She stares at me as I walk closer. What? Do you need something? No. You don't know who to offer up today. Well, don't choose me. I'm not going to make anybody hungry with how I look. I meant that as a joke, but what? Well, I think that maybe you don't need to give anybody up. Akari, hold on. You might be cooking. There's no point in staying alive in here anyways. Might as well. Okay, she's not cooking shit. Forget it. Maybe I just wanted to get off in a weird way. Seriously, forget it. Just decide who you want to do without my input. I don't even care if we all end up getting killed together. Okay, let's go to Chiyo. Hi, Chiyo. What? You want to ask me something? You were talking to Clara earlier, weren't you? What did you think? Well, you know she's trying to fight Seiko, but you also know it's pointless, completely reckless. I've seen many people try the same thing in the past, and they all died meaningless deaths. We can fight as hard as we want, but we can't even win against a single finger of Seiko's. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate Clara or anything, though I might be a bit jealous, but more than that, I'm worried about you. You don't want to see someone like that get killed for fighting a pointless fight, right? And Rin, do you really want to defeat Seiko? To be honest, I can't get myself to hate her. Out of all the people I've met until now, she's the most innocent, genuine, and adorable. Sure, it was surprising seeing people get eaten at first, but can you really say you still think it's unforgivable? The laws and rules of the outside world make me feel bad about it, but that's about it. Honestly, I even enjoy it sometimes when I see Seiko toss somebody in her mouth without a care. Tell me the truth, Rin. You feel the same way, don't you? If you do, then there's no need to get out of your way to try to defeat Seiko. What you need to do is protect the peace in this drawer and make whatever decision is the best for Seiko. You understand, don't you, Rin? Trust your true feelings and make the right choice. Perfect timing, Rin. I have something I want to ask from you. You do? Yes. I want to borrow something in this drawer. My first request for the supervisor. A request? I'll listen to your request, but just to check, it's nothing dangerous, right? Of course it isn't. Rin, can you bring me a clip? A clip? Okay. I'll hold the clip in both hands and approach Clara. She smiles brightly at me. Wow, thank you. You really brought it to me. Could you keep holding that half? Keep the loop part still with both hands. I hold down half the clip with both hands, just as he instructed. Clara quickly takes the other half in her hands. Okay, hold it tight. Clara takes the edge of the clip, the tip of the stick, poking it out with a loop with both hands. Then she uses her whole body to force the metal loop to bend, turning half the clip into a sharp wire. Thank you. Now I'm ready. Wait, Clara, what are you gonna do with that wire? You don't need to ask. I'm obviously making this into a weapon to defeat Seiko. Defeat Seiko? Yes. Didn't you hear me earlier? I'm going to defeat Seiko and protect who you used to be, Rin. This is a weapon I'll use. I'll take care of the wire and stab Seiko's finger when I get close. But Seiko's so big, even if you can stab her finger, it won't be enough. Do you have any better ideas? Oh, if you have any better ideas, feel free to tell me. What's a surefire method to stop that giant body of Seiko's from taking another breath? Poison would be the most effective, for example. Adding a lethal poison or drug into her clothes of a person she'll eat today. But we don't have anything like that here. Do we? But I should make this tip pointier, like a needle. Do you have anything hard, Rin? Perhaps I could sharpen this on a wall. Clara takes the handmade weapon and walks away. I watch her back as she starts sharpening the wire against the wall. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop her. I don't want to live in this fuck-ass drawer. Is she magically gonna bring me back into giant form? Or do I fight? And what if the fighting goes wrong? Then I'm cooked. Is Chio in cahoots with Seiko? And then Clara, she says we have a history. She's part of a rich family. If I get out of here and we both get saved, am I gonna be rich? I don't want to be stuck in this fuck-ass drawer. I want to fight. I want to fight Seiko. I want to get revenge for all the homies she's eaten. Are we just gonna forget the homies that I had great conversations with? I'm sorry, Chio. I find my resolve and slowly approach Chio. When she sees the food in my hands, her eyes grow wide. Rin. I silently hold out the pickled daikon radish in both hands. The unique and tantalizing sour scent hangs over the drawer. Sorry, I'd like you to eat this, Chio. I get it. You're good, Rin. Chio opens her mouth wide and chomps down on the yellow pickled daikon. Daikon? I had a feeling this would happen ever since that girl came. You've been glued to her hips since she came here. I guess that's just a regular distance between lovers. I'm jealous. When you get as old as me, you can't just tell what's risky, even from looking from the outside. Nothing good ever comes from living longer. I mean it. I've never even had a choice to fight against Seiko. I've seen too much. People disappearing. Even now, though I want to support you, all I can think of is how you'll get us killed. That's why it's the right decision to take me out here. You really are the best supervisor, Rin. Sorry. And thank you so much for helping me every day. I'm really grateful. Don't look so sad. I don't like it when things get too serious. Oh, but before your girlfriend gets here, want to do it one last time? I'll let you come as many times as you want today. That is so crazy to say, Chio. A low, muffled vibration reverberates from a distance, the sound of heavy footsteps. There is no mistaking it. Seiko has returned to her room. Seiko walks through her room with even breaths. Every step she takes shakes the drawer like an earthquake, each tremor growing larger and more violent than the last. Soon, they become too strong for me to stand. I find myself crouching on the floor. Next, I hear the creak of something moving. Then, a tremendous commotion that shakes the whole room. As the room we're in, the second drawer of the desk is pried open by Seiko's fingers. Hi, Seiko. Hello, cute little people. Were you good today while I was away? Now then, I'll enjoy another one of you today. Her unthinkably large fingers fill our vision. They wandered for just a moment as if carefully making a decision, and then they stop right in front of Chio. Looks like the time has finally come. Her gigantic fingers wrap around Chio's tiny arms and legs and carry up into the sky. Seiko, thank you for everything. And Byron, keep living for my sake too. I'm sorry, Chio. It just had to be done. I'll get revenge though. Yum. Wait! Do you think you can get away with this? You ate a living being, a human with a life, just like you, and you're even enjoying the cruelty of it. You're a terrible human being. Oh my... It really was a mistake to let her live. Now my mood is ruined. Hey Rin, want to do something different? The moon's really bright tonight. Let's go enjoy the night's breeze. What? Ain't no way both of my shawties got killed in an instant.